Hi there. This evening I'm going to can some of our homegrown sweet corn. I've already stripped it off the cob. I haven't done sweet corn before, but it is something we use quite a lot of. This is only going to be a small batch. Now, according to the instructions, you just pack it in loosely. There is more corn to come, but these ones are ready, so I wanted to get them done. And as the freezers are bursting, I really didn't want to put them in the freezer. So I've already sterilised the jars, and I'm doing a raw pack method. So the corn is here. I'll just get 3 jars. So these jars are 1 pint jars. So they hold slightly more than what we would normally use in a meal. So but I couldn't find any smaller jars. There is a bit of a sorry about that, but dog decided to start barking. Right, so corn's in. It says half a teaspoon of salt to each pint jar, so I'm doing that. Top it up with the water. The joys of having a noisy dog who thinks she has to guard you at every noise she hears outside. You'd think after all this time that she's lived here, she would know that there's nothing out there. So, got a bit too much water in that one, so let's take a bit out. Right, 1 inch of headspace. I'm just going to wipe round the rims. Like I said, this is only a small batch. I'm using Tatler lids. So the Tatler lids are totally reusable. Right, they're on. Put the rings on. There we go. Right, I'm going to pop them into the canner. So I will swivel you round to where my canner is, over there on the stove. Okay, that's them in there. This is an all-American canner, and I purchased this one, oh gosh, it must be about 15 years ago now, and at the time I had to have it imported from America. Right, we'll do opposites. Opposites. Opposites, right. There. Now we need to vent that. It's got to come up and vent for 10 minutes, and then we put the weight on and it will be pressure canned for 55 minutes. So, and the joys of having a wood burning stove, of course, means it's always hot. I don't have to worry about using electric or gas or anything, so I can quite easily do small batches. I have been looking at getting in a smaller canner specifically for doing small batches, so at some point I will. So I'll catch up with you in a bit when they're ready to come out. Right, I have run the pressure canner for the recommended 55 minutes at 10 pound of pressure. I've let it reduce its pressure down naturally, so I'm just going to check. Yeah, there's no steam coming out, so that's it. I can take the weight off. But this is very, very hot inside, because 10 pound of pressure brings it up to, is that 210? 210 degrees, I believe it is. So there we go. Right, I can still hear the jars bubbling inside. You can always open it away from yourself so you don't get scalded by the steam. Right, there's my jar lifter. There we go, that's jar number 1. Jar number 2. There we go. I don't know how well you can see that. Let me bring you a bit closer so you can see that they're actually still bubbling away in there. So they now have to be left. Oops. Oh. Till they're completely cooled down, and then hopefully there'll be a good seal, and then they can go away into the cupboard. I shall have to look around to see if I can find the smaller 250ml jars, because the 500ml jars that I've used today, which was the smallest I had, they are just a bit on the big side for the two of us for something like this. So, but never mind, we shall still use them up. So that's the sweet corn done, as we now start the canning season. So to follow me on more canning videos, just hit subscribe, and don't forget to like. And if you've got any friends who are interested in self-sufficiency or anything like that, please do share the channel with them as well. And I shall catch up with you again soon. So thank you very much for watching.